Gameoverse is the latest pilot from Glitch Productions. This is a review of the pilot. It will contain spoilers. Please click away if you don't want to be spoiled, and it's really good. I really recommend watching the pilot before watching this review. The pilot follows main cast is a team of video game characters who are members of a group called the Farcade, who, following the destruction of their own respective homeworlds, travel around trying to prevent the destructions of other worlds. This is achieved by preventing the video games from being won by the heroes. To do so, they aid the villains in defeating the heroes, and it's so fun. Watching these guys interact with each other is great. I adore the whole thing with Caboodle training snappers to defeat flappers. It's funny whilst building stakes for the final act and progressing the plot and understanding of his character. Then there's Kit, main girl. She's attempting to track him down with gobbers, whilst wrestling with the guilt over her role in the destruction of her own world, and the deaths of her friends and family. Kit is my favourite. Her guilt over the destruction of her game world is really compelling, and the way she influences gobblers through her actions within this pilot is really neat. I get the impression she's a bit of a paragon character, meaning she'll save people and attempt to help as many as possible, but she's also dealing with the guilt over the destruction of her world, which is a nice thing to have there, you know, a nice little arc that she's going to have going on. When she meets the villains from her world again, it's going to be such a gut punch for her. Then there's Gobbers. The fact that Gobbers, the Lunosaurus, is the one who is the most useful isn't what I was expecting when I first saw him in the pilot during my first watch. It feels like a natural extension of his character, however. The whole bit of him learning to be brave from Kit, was something that was built up over the course of the pilot, and I liked it. It was a nice little mini-arc for him. Moreover, despite being a kid's game character, he acts fairly mature and when interacting with the other characters, reflecting his stated age of 23 years old. And beyond the heroes, there's Misinformation and Fold, members of the enemy organization Syntax. Quite frankly, they're pure gold. For as much as I like Kit, Gobbers, and Caboodle, they kind of stall in the middle when they go to the town, whereas Misinformation and Fold are constantly moving and taking actions towards their goals of helping the hero, all the while having great jokes. And of course, there's the bosses of these two groups, Warwick and Dusk. Nothing is shown of Dusk beyond the opening, wherein he says not a word as he saves Kit and recruits her to the Farcade. But there's also the conversation between Kit and Caboodle, wherein it's made clear Dusk did not approve of Kit's saving and subsequent recruitment of gobbers. He does not kill gobbers, however, something which Warwick probably would do, seeing as he kills snappers at the end of the pilot. His design is really cool, and yes, I am a Castlevania fan who adores Alucard. Why do you ask? And I don't have a doubt he'll have a tragic backstory. I mean, a tragic past is kind of a requirement for being a member of the Syntax and Farcade, as all the members of these groups have to have at least seen their worlds be destroyed. And then there's Warwick, leader of the rival organization Syntax. Warwick is pure comedy gold while still being terrifyingly evil. Everything from his designs to his actions reminds me of Saturday morning cartoon villains, which is so enjoyable for me. Warwick and Dusk probably have a longer history due to the length of time their organizations have been around for, and them being the leaders, presumably were the very first. Beyond plot and characters, there's the animation. I liked the animation style and adored it when it changed to the pixel art style. And honestly, my favourite joke in this whole pilot is the scene where Flappers changes from 2D to 3D. I don't know why, it just tickled me. I like the usual art style as well. All the characters are really cool looking. I can't wait to see Kit using the other outfits from that little wardrobe change montage she had before landing on the bathing suit. This series is so meta and has lots of good references, many more than just the Alucard being similar to Dusk one. I'll probably miss most of them though, so please like and share this video if you enjoyed it. And once greenlit, come back so you can see my future Gameoverse videos when the show is, fingers crossed, I am manifesting it here, greenlit. I do videos for the other shows from Glitch as well.